Hello, my dear children. Good afternoon. Welcome back to today's online class. I am Radhika, your geography teacher. Children, today I am going to take a new chapter from geography, chapter number 19, Human Resource. Okay, let's start. Human resource. First, we can see what is resource? Everything available in our environment which can be used to satisfy our needs is called a resource. Already you know this. What is resource, children? Everything available in our environment which can be used to satisfy our needs is called a resource. Example, land, water, air, soil, forest, etc. Is it, children? You know this everything. Then today we are going to study about a human resource. You know, children, human resource is superior to all other resources. Which resource is superior to all other resources? Human resource. Human resource is superior to all other resources. Why, children, human resource is superior to all other resources? Because human resource can make use of other resources like land and capital. Okay, children, what is resources? Everything which can be used to satisfy our needs. That is called a resource. Among these resources, which one is superior one? Human resource. Why that human resource is superior to all other resources? Because only the human resource can make use of other resources. Who is utilizing these all resources, children? Human beings. If there is no human beings, then there is no use of other resources. We don't know. Then there is we can't understand the utility of other resources. Then other resources we are using and other resources have their own value because of the human being. So, human resource is superior to all other resources. Clear? Why human resource is superior to all other resources? Because human resources can make use of other resources like land and capital. Clear? In this chapter, we shall study the distribution of population, that means human resource, density of population, composition of population, and human resource and economic development. Today, I am going to explain about the distribution of population and density of population. First one, density of population. You know what is density of population? The number of people living in an area is called density of population. The number of people living in an area. In an area means in a square kilometer, how many people are living? The number of people living in an area is called density of population. You know how we can calculate this density of population? Density of population is equal to total population divided by total area in square kilometer. The total population divided by total area in square kilometer, that time we will get density of population. What is density of population? The number of people living in an area is called density of population. Next one, distribution of population. You know, children, human resources are unevenly distributed throughout the world. That means the people are not equally distributed throughout the world. In some countries we can see there is a more population. In some countries there is a less population. That is called a distribution of population. Human resources are unevenly distributed throughout the world. North and South America, they occupying 25% of land in the earth. In the earth, how much land they are occupying, children? The North and South America, 25% of land. But population in that area is only 12% in the world. Okay, in the land, 25% occupying North America and South America. But in that 25% of land is utilizing by 12% of people. Only 12% of people are living in that 25% of the land. At the same time, Asia occupy only 17% of land in the world. How much percentage of land? 17%. Population in that area? The population is 50% of the world population. They are occupying only less land, but most of the people are living in that area. North America and South America occupying 25% of land, but only 12% of people are living there. But the Asia, it occupy only 17% of the land, but 15% of the population are living in that area. Clear, children, now? What is distribution of population? The human resources are unevenly distributed throughout the world. From this concept, now we can understand one thing. Some factors are depending for the distribution of population. Is it, children? Then let's see what all are the factors influence the distribution of population. Factors. First one, physical factors. Second one, economic factors. And the third one, socio-cultural factors. The factors which influence the distribution of population in an area. What all other factors will influence the distribution of population, children? The physical factors are there, economic factors are there, socio-cultural factors also there. First one, physical factors. In these physical factors, what all are the factors will influence? Okay. First one, relief feature. Second one, type of soils. Third one, climate. Okay, children, what are the common factors influencing the distribution of population? There is a physical factors are there, economical factors are there, socio-cultural factors. From the physical factors, some other factors are also there. That means relief features, type of soils and climate. Clear? Then, relief features. First, we can see the people will prefer such a location for living. Such means which locations? That means suited to agriculture. Which land is very suitable for doing agriculture? In that type of land, who will use? People will use. That means more people we can see in that area. Not only the agriculture, other economic activities also. The people always choose or prefer those locations which is suitable for agricultural and economic activities. Not only that, next, offer better transport and communication facilities. Okay, then they must need what also? Transport and communication facilities also. That is why they will choose that location, which locations will offer better transport and communication facilities. Next one, sufficient water supply. This is one other very important factor. Sufficient water supply. Then, next, better climate. Clear, children? These are the main factors the people will look before finding the location. For finding the location, what all are the conditions they will look? Okay, the people prefer such locations which location is suited for doing agriculture and other economic activities and offer better transport and communication facilities and sufficient water supply and a better climate. Okay, when people getting when this type of facilities are available, in that location we can see dense population. That means there is a density of population is very high. Okay, in these places, which place is good for doing agriculture, which place offer better transport and communication facilities, which place provide a sufficient water supply, which place give a better climate. In these all areas, we can see dense population. That means the density of population is very high. But which places or which locations are not providing these all the opportunities or these all the conditions, then we can see only less population. Okay. Then one more also there, suited to development and growth of human population. Soil. Children, please try to say. The soil, how it will influence the distribution of population. Then another way I will ask, in which area, in which type of soil or which type of soil we can see more population, and the people will prefer which type of soil for living. Very good. That means fertile soil. What is the use of that fertile soil? Doing agriculture. Soils that are fertile and are suited to agriculture tends to have a larger population than areas with a poor sandy soil. If there is a suitable good soil or a fertile soil, in that area we can see dense population. In other areas, there is a less population. Okay. Next one is climate. Then please try to say which type of climate, and the dense populations will influence which type of climate. Very good. That means suitable climate or a better climate. A favorable climate with an equitable amount of rainfall allows for a range of economic activities. Such areas favor the growth of population. Clear, children? Today we discussed about the factors which influence the distribution of population. We said three factors are there. First one, physical factors. Second one, economic factors. Third one, socio-cultural factors. Then first, physical factors. In that physical factors, some other types also there. That means relief feature. Second, type of soil. And third, climate. Relief feature. Which type of relief features will provide or favorable for the growth of population? Very good. The suitable for agriculture, then sufficient supply of water, the better communication and transport facilities, etc. Then, which type of soil will provide a favorable growth of population? Very good. Fertile soil. Then climate, favorable climate with a equitable amount of rainfall allows for the favor for the growth of population. Clear? Next we can see, okay, before that, one more thing also there, distribution of world's populations based on density. Here I am saying in which areas in the world we can see dense population. Dense population means a large number of people are living in that area. Moderate means average populations. The sparse population means less population. Okay, dense means large, moderate means average, sparse means less. Okay, dense populations we can see in those regions, that means the southern and eastern Asia and western Europe and eastern and part of central North America. Clear, children? Which all are the areas? Southern and eastern Asia, western Europe, eastern and part of central North America. Then moderate population, where in which type of region we can see tropical and temperate grassland regions in North America, then South America and Central Europe. Then the sparse populations where we can see mountainous tracts such as Himalayas. In the mountainous region, then desert region, then Tundra region. Tundra region means, children, it is a coldest place. Okay, Antarctica. That means Tundra region means it is Antarctica, and the equatorial region. That is the hottest place. Okay, then people will prefer which type of climate, children? Favorable climate. Clear, children? Okay. Next, economic factors. These economic factors, which factors will influence these economic factors? That means resources, industrial activity, urbanization. Then resource means what, children? Which place we can get more resources? Then the place where is the availability of resources very high, in that area we can see dense population. Clear? Very good. First one, resources. The presence of resources such as forest, minerals, marine and land led to what, children? It will support economic activities. That is why there is a large population. The availability of resources. When the resource availability is very high, there is a large population. The resource availability is very less means there is a less population. Clear? Next, industrial activity. Industry. Industry means, then what is the meaning of this? Please try to say. Yes. When the number of industry is very high in that area, we can see what? Yeah, there is a more population. Why, children, industrial region there is a more population? Yes, because it provide a lot of job opportunities. People will get a job. That is why they will come and stay there or living in that regions. That is why there is a dense population. Density of population is very high. Industrial centers. Industrial centers means number of industries. When there is a large number of industries, it will provide a lot of job employment. That means job opportunities, employment opportunities. It will attract a workforce. That means it will attract a people. Then there we can see what, children? There is a large population or a density of population is very high. The next one is urbanization. Urbanization also that means the village change into urban areas. Then nowadays we can see that the people from village migrated or moved to urban areas. Why, children, they are moving from village to cities or urban areas? Because in the urban areas they're giving a lot of opportunities, especially job. Different kinds of jobs are available in the urban areas. That is why in which area we can see more population, in the rural area or in the urban area? Yes, in the urban area. Okay. Moving to urban areas where better facilities, more employment, more other opportunities. More other opportunities. Clear? That is why in these areas, that is in the urbanized areas or in urban centers, we can see dense population. Okay. Today we discussed about the distribution of population. Then before that we discussed the density of population. What is the meaning of density of population? Yeah. The number of people living in an area is called the density of population. How we can calculate this density of population? Yes, density of population is equal to total population divided by total area in square kilometer. Then next we discussed about the distribution of population. In the world, we can see unequal distribution of population. Then what all other factors influence the unequal distribution of population? There are three factors. First one, physical factors. Then second one, economic factors. Third one, socio-cultural factors. Then first, physical factors. In that, physical factors will influenced by relief feature, soil and climate. When there is a good relief feature, where is a better climate and where is a fertile soil, in that all areas we can see dense population, or the density of population is very high in those regions, which regions provide a better relief features, the fertile soil and a better climate. Clear? Then after we discussed about the economic factors. Then how many which all are the factors will influence that economic factors? Three factors. First one resource, second one industrial activity, third one urbanization. Resource means in which area the availability of resource is very high, there is a high population or a dense population. Then industrial activity means in which area there is a large number of industries, in that area we can see dense population. Then urbanization. In the urban area we can see what? High population. Clear, children? Okay. I am going to stop here. See you next time. Thank you.